In Calcasieu Parish, say you commit a misdemeanor crime and you're sentenced to community service. Here, you have the option of buying gift cards to get out of, say, picking up trash. There's even a flyer showing how much in gift cards you need to pay off your community service hours. The gift cards then go to a nonprofit, the Calcasieu Parish District Attorney's Community Assistance Foundation. Records show the gift cards are then donated to churches and charities, mostly with the goal of helping underprivileged children, especially around the holidays. But some former employees of the DA's office say it's not what it seems, believing some of the gift cards never made it to the charities they were intended. Why did you want to come forward? Why did you want to share your story about all this?
It was just a payoff, is what I saw.
Jenny Odom was a secretary in the misdemeanor probation office until 2015. She says she resigned after facing a hostile work environment when she started asking questions about the gift cards.
There was no documentation, there was no accounting for it. I don't even think they realized how much money they were collecting.
Odom and another former secretary, Mackenzie Newman, say they saw hundreds of thousands of dollars in gift cards go through the office.
Because we stopped Goodwill, we stopped Life Share.
Newman was fired this summer after she says she complained about a number of issues in the office, including gift cards. She's filed an EEOC complaint over her termination.
And then I also ran financial reports each day for all the funds that we take in, but I was told specifically that the gift cards were not to be included in that.
District Attorney John DeRogier tells us he first started allowing defendants to donate Christmas toys in lieu of doing community service.
We had more people to do community service than we had community service to do.
Later, he allowed them to buy gift cards because he said they had too many toys and nowhere to store them.
Up until 2015, I think is the date you used, the gift cards were being handled by a misdemeanor probation department downstairs. I had an audit done by a CPA firm to determine what we had in gift cards. And I was concerned because we had a significantly large amount of gift card value.
That's when the DA says he started a nonprofit, the Calcasieu Parish District Attorney's Community Assistance Foundation. In their first report to the IRS in 2016, they had more than $130,000 worth of gift cards. We wanted to look at the audit mentioned by the DA, but after a public records request, the office described it as informal accounting. No formal report was submitted.
We kept a record of all the gift cards we received by serial number. We have a list of every dollar's worth of gift cards in the last 3 or 4 years that we have distributed to anybody.
KATC obtained financial records from the nonprofit that shows since November of 2015, the foundation has given out more than $280,000 in gift cards to charitable organizations and causes. But what about records from before the nonprofit was established? We filed a public records request with the DA's office. We wanted to know how many gift cards came in and how much they were. But we were told that request was too burdensome because the information is stored in each defendant's file. We also wanted to know where the gift cards went. However, the DA's office says they have no documents that could show that.
Every dime that is collected has been accounted for.
Do you stand by it, like how it's operated through the years?
I'm going to continue to do it.
And that's the purpose of the pretrial diversion program, is to allow somebody to reintegrate into society. They will have to perform a number of hours of community service. That shows them what public service is all about, gives them something to demonstrate punishment for what they've done.
In his last campaign, the district attorney mentioned the importance of community service in the criminal justice system. It raises another potential issue with the program in his office. Is it fair to let defendants pay their way out?
I think if the judge orders you to do community service, that's what you should do, is the community service.
But is it fair for people to say that you're effectively changing a judge's order?
I think the judge assigns people to us to handle their probation the way we see fit. We can let them off if we want to.
According to the DA's website for the misdemeanor probation program, misdemeanor probation cases are assigned by a judge who sentences the defendant to supervised probation with court-ordered conditions, including community service. KATC reached out to judges in the 14th Judicial District. We heard back from one judge who spoke to us on the condition we wouldn't use his name. He acknowledges that the DA supervises the misdemeanor program, but he says he only heard about the gift card program in the past few weeks. He says, quote, "This is certainly not what we envision at the sentencing phase. When we order community service, we order community service, period."
If I were a judge, I'd be very unhappy.
Lafayette defense attorney Tommy Gilbo has been practicing law for more than 50 years.
In your years of experience, have you ever heard of anything like this?
Never, never. It is outrageous. A public should be offended that, you're telling people with money you can buy a gift card and give it to our program. It's wrong. There is no upside to doing that.
Back in Calcasieu Parish, the DA stands by and is proud of his programs. The nonprofit's work often featured on the DA's website and Facebook page.
This program has benefited a lot of people. It's benefited a lot of very worthwhile organizations, and I'm going to leave that to the public to decide what the motivation is of former employees who are critical of this program.
These former employees who spoke to us for our investigation both say they regret not coming forward sooner.
I feel like I have an obligation to speak up for the other employees that are terrified of speaking because they are good people. They love their job just as I did, and they don't have the opportunity to speak out.
After we started asking questions, the legislative auditor confirms he met with the district attorney this week. He says he's looking into whether the gift card exchange is being handled appropriately. We'll stay on it. For KATC Investigates, I'm Jim Hummel.